It's coming up next.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got an NFC. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Tampa. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. Carries, 53 yards and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Payne. And that will be incomplete.
That was a... try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in. Now, depending on situations, you can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis, he finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking.
This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more... He
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
Now a throw here hauled in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down, Payne dumps it off to Fournette. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 46-yard line.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's the gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down. Payne.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Willis to throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
From his end zone, Willis.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Payne.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it in 2nd and 1. Throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. They'll run it again with Fournette. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
They go play action with Willis.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jenkins.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Third down, it's Willis.
Over the middle, it's taken in by Bellamy.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Willis will look to throw on first down.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Looking to throw. Payne. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On the draw, this is Fournette. Oh, what a move. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception from the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Open man there, that's Bellamy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Again to throw, Willis on second down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Again, it's Willis to throw it.
And that will be incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now Willis on fourth down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
On first down, Willis.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
Rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on New Year.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Takes it at the 7th. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on off.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Willis.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10, Willis.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Willis.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Operating from the gun, Payne. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Chris Godwin.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Santos for the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Fournette once more on second down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and his votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, they'll run it here. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Willis, 4th down here.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Santos now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Offside. Defense.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. I said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Up the gut, Fournette. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking to throw on second down. Payne.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Dante Jackson picks it. Past the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Malik Willis
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Willis will try and throw for this.
Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Now pass underneath for Fournette.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Payne.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Malik Willis.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Willis to try and throw for it.
That's caught. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd and 12, Willis. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 4th down, Willis. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They go play action with Willis. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Willis with another keeper. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Holding. Offense. Let's go now.
Willis on the sneak. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Fourth down, Willis. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jenkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. On 1st down, Willis.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line.
This time Willis will throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Payne. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Payne, the tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To throw on 2nd down. Payne. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Adafe Owe. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Payne. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. That one looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On second and goal, Willis. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with now 2 full-court touchdowns.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Third down, it's Willis.
Quick toss to Knox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Looking to throw on second down. Payne. And this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Payne. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard two-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.